But in general, how are you all lads? You good, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So what, all I want to say to you is, yeah, is always remember in life, yeah, that this is where you started, but it ain't going to be where you finish if you want to go elsewhere, innit? You're all bigger than the hood, you're all bigger than the zones, yeah? I know there's a lot of, sorry to curse, but there's a lot of fuckery that goes around there. Yeah, we all know about people getting stabbed and shot and things like that, yeah? But try and not get caught up in it, innit? Try and stick to what you've got a passion for, innit? I've seen some of you like our kid here, he's a talented musician as well. Yeah, so when you want to get music out, hit me up. Hit me on the Insta and tell me what you want to do with your music, I'll help you, innit, yeah? And anyone else as well, that same thing, get me? But just stick to your passion, yeah, and push what you actually want to do, though. I know at times it's going to get hard. It got hard for me. I had to hit certain places of depression and being down, and I had to try and change my life around and started going gym and having normal conversations with everyday people and whatever, and it made me change my whole mindset, innit? Yeah, but being around there every single day, being stuck in the same environment, obviously, like what you were saying, what you see is what you become sometimes, innit? So when you ain't got great examples, it's very easy to fall into the trap, it's very easy to get caught up in the game.
Something you said there is so relevant to what you just said about, you know, you might get things wrong, like you might feel down. What I've found, and when I've spoke to people, sorry to interrupt your thing there, but it's because it's so relevant, is that at your age, you're going to fail an awful lot. And what happens is, people think, oh, I failed, I'm 16, what am I going to do? Some people, some of the best people in the world that we're looking up to now, didn't make it till they were 30, 28, 35, whatever it may be. So the failure is part of the journey. You've got to embrace the failure.
Failure is what makes you, man.
Of course it is. That's what I was loving.
If you're scared to fail, you never achieve anything.
No, you're just going to stay in the corner.
Yeah,
you're just going to stay.
100%.
So carry on. It was brilliant what you said.
Well, yeah, like I said, yeah, just try and stay focused. Whether you see, like when I was coming up, yeah, as you said before, yeah, there was no opportunities really, yeah. So I couldn't. When I wanted to get football trials, me and my mate, we used to have to write letters to football clubs. Nowadays, if you're a talented footballer and you think, oh, I'm not being noticed, you can build an Instagram page, get your mates to come to your Sunday league games, record all your clips, record your training clips, post all that, and before you know it, you've got someone wanting to come and watch your matches just because they've seen you online. If you're a guy that loves gaming, you can go and stream now and make crazy money. Yeah, if you want to just make content, you into filming and whatever, you can do that now. Yeah, we didn't have them opportunities in it, so a lot of us got caught up in the wrong things because we needed money or we wanted money, and our parents couldn't provide the things that we wanted, so we went and tried to make our own way, yeah? But nowadays, like I said, there's so many opportunities that if you was to go down that way, I would think you're a bit of a mug, innit? Honestly, yeah? Because there's too many opportunities, innit? Like my little nephew now, he does his streaming. Some of my mates that used to be rappers and roadman and that, they've gone into podcasting. And these guys have never made so much money in their lives. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, and it's legal. They ain't got to watch over the shoulder every day. They ain't got to worry about police. They ain't got to worry about, oh, this guy that I done this to and blah, blah. You know, when you start thinking positive, even when you've had problems with people, you'll bump into him and you'll have a conversation and you'll realize the problem wasn't even that big. Yeah, and you can keep it moving, innit? And I know, sir, like I said, I don't know every one of your lives. I don't know your situations. I don't know if you've lost family members and whatever. But like I said, when you get to a certain place in your life, you'll realize that there's things way bigger than just around there. You get what I'm saying? Way bigger. And one day you will get to see the world, and you will get, like I said, if you apply yourself right, you'll get to exactly where you want to get to. It's not going to be easy, it's not going to be a quick route, but eventually you will get there, innit? Like, for example, me, I do music for time. Everyone knows I do music for years. I'm coming to the end of doing music now, but I want to get into more management, podcasting, things like that, yeah? But it's took me a long time to get to the point where I'm comfortable with doing it, comfortable speaking to people, comfortable moving around on my own everywhere and whatnot, yeah? So don't worry about it, like if things are not in a great place at some times, don't worry about it. Eventually, we'll all get there, innit? And like I said, if any of you need any help doing whatever, setting up your streaming thing, setting up Twitch, setting up your Instagram, setting up your TikTok, whatever it is, just hit me up in it. I'm down to help any of the youths in it.
When you've gone through things and that, because I was trying to speak to the boys a lot about being a bit more open and talking about the feelings, because I feel like a lot of the times boys hide it in.
Yeah.
When you had stuff going on, how did you kind of release it, and how did you find that releasing it?
I'm a boy as well, innit? So I just hold it up, innit? But, like I said, so obviously, let me take it back here. Like, I lost 2 friends, yeah, to one to knife crime, one to gun crime, yeah, in the matter of probably like 2 years or whatever, yeah. And at that time, I didn't even realize I was down or depressed, because it's just every day to us, isn't it? It's just, it becomes normal, you become numb to it, yeah. I started to realize how bad I was when I started sorting myself out. So like I said, for me, I started going to the gym, looking after myself. Then from going to the gym, I'm gonna start eating better. From starting to eat better, do you know what? Let me slow down with the smoking. And it just became an ongoing pattern. And eventually I started to realize, right, 5 years ago, you was in a bad place. But I didn't even know it when I was actually in it. It's only once I started to get myself out of it, I realized. So I couldn't really tell you like, oh, this was the blueprint, or this is exactly how. Everyone's path's going to be different, but for me, it was just working on myself.
One thing I'll say to that is, what someone said to me is, if you can't love yourself, who else is going to love you?
Exactly.
So if you can't look in the mirror, and you might see something like you were saying, you're in a bad place, it's working on what you look back at you is what you want to see.
Yeah, of course.
If you're there, slumped, in your dressing gown, like this is where I've been, not having a shave, not having a wash, thinking everything's alright. I used to tell myself, I'm fine, and I was far from fine. I was nowhere near fine.
Do you know what happens here? You'll only start making changes when you become sick of your situation.
Yeah.
So once you realise that I want more than this is not exactly for me, I can see a bigger picture, I'm worth more than this, I've got more potential than this, then you'll start pushing for that, innit? And once you're pushing for that, pushing to be the best version of you, then everything will change, I think.
100%. 100%.